So if you're in the market for a cooling memory foam mattress option, the Cocoon Chill mattress looks like it's really good, but is it all it's cracked up to be? Well, we're gonna talk about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm with CNET.com, and we have our review of the Cocoon Chill mattresses. They have an all-foam version and a hybrid. We're gonna discuss both at length, pretty much everything you need to know if you're interested in getting this mattress. Cooling mattresses are really popular because they help you sleep a bit cooler during the warmer months. And so that is one of the key features we're gonna be talking about, along with everything else. We're gonna have a ton of stuff in the description for you to check out, so be sure to take a look, including full written reviews of this mattress, comparisons to other beds, and have some best lists down there, like best cooling beds, and more importantly, any discounts we can find up, save you some money on the Cocoon Chill. Let's just dive right in by quickly covering the general policies you should expect should you decide to order the Cocoon Chill mattress. This is stuff like shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties. Now, Sealy, the company that owns Cocoon, actually sent us out this mattress for free so we could test it out and tell you about it. But should you decide to go in for yourself, you're gonna start with free bed-in-a-box shipping. This is how the vast majority of beds are shipped these days, and the unboxing process is very quick and easy to do, although I always recommend having a friend there to help you out because it just makes the whole thing a lot easier. I've actually unboxed several mattresses by myself, and while it's not impossible, it's certainly much less enjoyable. And one thing I want to mention for these mattresses specifically is that since they use a lot of memory foam, which we'll talk about a little bit later, it might take a little bit of extra time in comparison to some other beds for it to really fully inflate and reach its proper firmness level right after you unbox it. There's a really good chance it's going to look a little misshapen, and it's probably going to feel really soft. Like if you lay down on it right when you unbox it, there's a really good chance you're going to sink all the way down to your foundation or your floor. Don't worry about it. It's totally normal. It's just because the bed has been compressed in that plastic wrapping for so long, and it just needs a little time. Once the bed arrives at your doors when your trial period begins, Sealy gives you 100 nights to sleep on this mattress at home to decide if you actually like it and you want to keep it. If you decide that you don't for whatever reason, within that trial window, you can return it and get a full refund. But if you wind up keeping the bed, which most people end up doing, you're looking at a standard 10-year warranty. So that's all the policy stuff. There'll be more information about all the little details down below in the description, but that's kind of the bare minimum you should expect with pretty much any mattress you order online. Let's get into the more interesting stuff now, like the construction and feel of these beds. And we're gonna start with the all foam version of the Cocoon Chill. So this is a 10-inch thick mattress with 3 foam layers. You have a very dense layer of support foam at the very bottom, which is how pretty much every single all foam mattress is constructed. This is just to make sure you don't sink all the way down to your foundation. And then you have 2 layers of comfort foam. You have more of a transition layer that is meant to be there so you don't really feel that dense foam underneath, and then a layer of dense gel memory foam. Now, this transition layer, unlike some other mattresses, has more of that memory foam feel like the top comfort layer. A lot of times the transition layer is there to be much more responsive and kind of balance out the feel of the mattress, but on the Cocoon Chill, it's very memory foamy, and that is gonna be the predominant feel of the mattress, more of a traditional dense memory foam. You're gonna lay down on this mattress and it's gonna feel pretty firm at first, and then the foams are gonna start to soften up underneath you. You're gonna sink into it a decent amount, and it is gonna conform to your body's shape and remember it. That's kind of the whole value proposition of a memory foam mattress. Now, a lot of sleepers out there do really enjoy the feel of a memory foam. They like that cradling feeling, and it can kind of actually deter you from tossing and turning if you sleep on a memory foam mattress. But some other sleepers like myself just don't really gravitate toward this traditional style of memory foam. So if you are a fan of memory foam, you'll probably like the feel of this particular mattress. Moving over to the Cocoon Chill Hybrid, it's actually thicker. It's 12 inches instead of 10. And instead of using support foam, it uses pocketed coils. This is usually the delineation between an all foam bed and a hybrid bed, just the coils. And from what we can tell from opening up these beds, the comfort foams used in the all foam version and the hybrid version are virtually the same. However, thanks to the more bouncy, responsive nature of the coils in the hybrid version, it's gonna have a more balanced feel. It's not gonna feel quite as dense as the all foam version, and it's gonna open it up to, I think, a wider variety of sleepers out there. I find the hybrid version of Cocoon to be much more comfortable than the all foam version, but that's just because I'm not a huge fan of traditional memory foam. I think the hybrid version of Cocoon will be a bit more comfortable to a wider variety of sleepers out there, but if you are a fan of traditional memory foam, you're probably gonna gravitate toward the all foam version. And then let's get into the cooling part of the Cocoon Chill. There actually used to be, way back in the day, a regular version of Cocoon that didn't have any cooling elements, but they found the chill version to be way more popular, and that's the only one available as of right now. So if you feel the cover of either version, you will notice that it is actively cool to the touch. So that means when you're laying down on it, even through a thin layer of sheets, you will feel that cooling nature of the cover and help you sleep a little bit cooler at night. This is especially important for the all foam version of Cocoon because memory foam in general sleeps a bit warmer than other types of materials. This is just because you're sinking into it more and more of the material is touching your body at any given time. A lot of brands like to talk about how their beds sleep cool, but there's not really a whole lot to it aside from breathability. Most brands do have breathable foams and the beds don't sleep hot, they sleep temperature neutral, but there is something to the cooling nature of the Cocoon Chill mattresses. Now they actually have an option to add some extra cooling material to the bed, which if you are super concerned about sleeping hot, I don't think is gonna be a terrible idea, but I think the regular versions of both beds sleep plenty cool enough for the average person. Let's move over to the subject of firmness now. This is obviously another really important factor for you when you're choosing your next mattress, and this is actually another pretty key difference between the hybrid version and the all-foam version. In our test, we found the all-foam version to be somewhere between a medium and a medium firm on our firmness scale, maybe close to that medium firm mark. Firmness is fairly subjective based on body weight, so if you're a lighter person, you'll probably feel the bed to be noticeably firmer, and if you're a heavier person like myself, you'll notice it to be a bit softer. We try our best to rate firmness for the average size individual. So a medium to medium firm means it's gonna be pretty solid for most sleepers, back, stomach, side, and combination, although it might be a hair too firm for strict side sleepers, especially lightweight ones. In general, side sleepers are looking for a softer mattress that helps cradle their pressure points like their hips and their shoulders. And I think for most people, this will be just fine. But if you are a lightweight side sleeper, you might want to look for something softer. And we have found that the Cocoon Hybrid is actually a hair softer. We have it at a flat medium on our firmness scale, which means again, it'll work pretty well for everybody, but better in comparison to the all-foam version for strict side sleepers. And then the other really big thing we need to talk about is pricing. This is another significant difference between the all-foam and the hybrid version. The all-foam version of this bed is actually super affordable when you factor in discounts. You should be able to pick up a queen size Cocoon Chill for only $800, which makes it easily one of the most affordable active cooling beds on the market. And right now, as I'm recording this video, they are including some free sheets and pillows, which is pretty nice. That deal might not last because I am recording this around New Year's and a lot of sales are extended into the first few weeks of January. But make sure you look down below in the description for what's current on the Cocoon Chill mattress. If you want to upgrade to the hybrid version, you will be paying a bit more of a premium. You're looking at about $1,100 for a queen after discount, which makes it significantly more expensive than the all-foam version, but still a pretty affordable mattress as far as hybrid beds go. So overall, I think both versions of Cocoon are very good values, especially when you factor in the active cooling elements. Again, there aren't a lot of mattresses in this pricing tier that do feature that. And that leaves us with the question, who should think about getting one of the Cocoon Chill mattresses? And I think that's a pretty wide range of people, especially if you are a hot sleeper on a budget. There aren't actually a ton of active cooling beds out there that we've tested. Again, brands love to talk about how their beds sleep cool, but most of the time there's not a ton to it. And there actually is something to the Cocoon Chill mattresses. So if you are a hot sleeper, I think you're probably gonna like these beds. I would have actually cautioned people in the past because the all-foam version of the Cocoon Chill mattress has that traditional dense memory foam feel. But now that the hybrid is available, as long as you're willing to spend up a little bit for it, I think a lot of sleepers out there will enjoy the feel of that bed if you're not a huge fan of memory foam. But let us know what you think. Write us down below in the comment section if you have any thoughts on this mattress or if you have any additional questions. And if you have additional questions, make sure you look down below in the description. There's a ton of resources down there to help you with your online mattress search, including any discounts we can find on this bed, full written reviews, best lists, just a lot of stuff, so be sure to take a look. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna do it for me. This is Owen with Scene at Home. I'll see you in the next one.